Hey everyone, so here I am with the new NBA Jam. Now as you can see, there have been some pretty big changes to the formula.
Boom shakalaka!
Okay, so this is Pyre, the latest game from Supergiant Games, who also made Bastion, which I fucking love, and Transistor, which I fucking I haven't played that one actually. But Pyre is a very interesting game in my opinion. The way I would describe it is half RPG adventure and half fantasy basketball. Seriously. No, I'm not joking, this is what the game is. And you know what? I actually like it quite a lot. At first I thought it was kind of a weird idea. I mean, when have you ever known fantasy and sports to go well together in a video game? Okay, you know what? Fuck you, dude. You think you're better than me? But then I played it more and more and got better and better, and now I think it's pretty fun. But we'll get to all that in due time. For now, let's talk about the fucking awesome story. It's fucking awesome! The game's lore is pretty deep, but I'll try to summarize it as quickly as I can. Basically, there's this place called the Commonwealth where all the normal people live, but it's pretty strict. So strict that even reading is outlawed, as it fucking should be. And if you're a bad person who does bad things like read or write or leave the toilet seat up, then you get exiled to a place called the Downside. You were a girl who got exiled for doing some awful, despicable, unforgivable reading, so she meets up with a group of wacky rapscallions who have a plan to get back to the Commonwealth. See, there are these things called rights, where if you beat some guys at fantasy basketball, you get a chance to earn your freedom. But each team needs a reader like yourself to tell them what to do and to find out where the next right is going to be by reading the stars. So long story short, you're trying to break your friends out of a giant prison by playing sports really well. You got that? Christ, that took up half of the fucking video. Yeah, even though it sounds quite complicated, it's actually a pretty straightforward story once you understand everything. You travel the world, shoot some hoops, and meet awesome characters, like a dog with a mustache, this tree guy, and Sir fucking Gilman. Oh my god, he is easily my favorite character in this entire game. In fact, you might have to just check me into the local hospital because I've got a bad case of Gilman fever, baby! One thing I really like is the game's world. Like I said, it's a deep game, so there's a lot of details about the races and politics of the world that you can read about if you don't mind breaking the law, you fucking nerd! And of course, it's fun to explore just because of how fucking cool everything looks. I'll say one thing for Supergiant Games, they know how to make a stylish game. Bastion has always looked and sounded absolutely amazing, and I don't even need to play Transistor to see how good looking it is. And Pyre might even be better looking and sounding than those games. The art style is absolutely gorgeous, the areas you go to all look very distinct and feel different from one another, and the music? Oh my god, it's like an orgasm for your ears every single time, except you don't have to clean up afterwards. That got weird very quickly. And quite possibly my favorite thing about Pyre is the strange releasing your characters system. Remember when I said that you can earn freedom for your characters in this game by winning special rights? Well, as it turns out, they don't all get freed at the same time. After you win a liberation right, only one character can be freed and you have to choose who it is. So it creates this really weird dynamic where you have to constantly choose between keeping your favorite characters around or granting them the freedom they so desperately want. I really like this. It's something that I've never really felt before in a game, where I'm constantly thinking about which characters deserve their freedom, which characters do I want to keep behind, and how sad I'm gonna be when I eventually have to say goodbye to Sir Gilman. No. No, please, no, come back! There's still so much you can teach us! So in my opinion, the story, the presentation, the music, they're all top notch, but the real question is, why have I put off talking about the gameplay for this long? What is wrong with me? Why won't my therapist return my calls? Well, to be honest, I just don't have that much to say about the gameplay. Everything I would say about it you can already see by just looking at it. You have a bunch of people surrounded by fire who kill other people using fire, and your goal is to run into fire. You know who would really like this game? Arsonists. But like I said, I think it is fun. You control one person at a time and you have to get the ball into the enemy's pyre, but once you get the ball, your fire circle thingy goes out so you're more vulnerable to attacks. And even though it is a very simple idea, you can get pretty tactical with it. There are multiple different types of character with different attacks, abilities, ways to get around. There are quick characters that are good at scoring, big characters that are good at defending. You really gotta use your head, you know? Dodge, jump, throw, score, points, win, sports, gimme the fucking spice, baby! There's also a versus versus mode where you can play against AI or a friend locally, but annoyingly there's no online play, which is a shame because if I can't play against people online, then how am I supposed to know how much of a gay loser I am? But look, at the end of the day, Pyre is a solid fucking game. I will admit I was probably more interested in the story than the gameplay, but that's not because it wasn't fun, it was just because the story was that good. The writing was good, the art was good, the music was and it's just generally a very interesting game that I would definitely recommend. Just try to get the PC version if you can, because I played on the PS4 and I had to deal with this sonic ring bullshit that you control with the analog stick. Like, what the fuck is this? Pyre is an engaging, captivating game that I think is well worth a look, although it doesn't actually contain any pie. So, yeah, you know what? Fuck this game.